Hello, I'm Roy, a UI designer based in the UK, and in this tutorial you will learn general CSS styling for a basic landing page, which is getting in the logo, sorting out some of these, and we need to center align some of these texts as well. So I'm going to quickly go back to VS Code, and I'm just going to go to the style, and here I'm going to say all links, they have a text decoration of none, and then color is going to just be black. On this button, the reason why it's quite big is because we just need to add a line height. So I'll go to medium, and here we go to line height, VAR, and I think we're going to need the LH title or heading, and we need to start center aligning some of these. We're going to create two classes, so I'll just go to the end, and here we'll say TC, and this is for text align center. We're going to also need a one for margin auto, so margin left A and margin right A, and we need this because we're using max width characters on some. Just close the terminal. So here we want this to be in the center. If I go to this one, go class and then TC, these are center aligned, but these two won't because of the max character width. We can go here, you can say class, and we do mx-auto. You can do the same for this one. I'm going to do it on the whole thing because we want the actual text to be text aligned center, but you can see these two are a bit out of place. So the reason why is because if we inspect, we can go here, and you can see when you hover, you can see there's a gap on the right side on the third column. So what we can actually do with this is you can go to grid cols free, so you do Command F, grid cols, this is a quick way of finding it, and then you can say justify content center. So if I go down, you can see now it is nicely in the middle. So the FAQ, we want class of TC, and we also want this to be in the middle, so we can go to styles, we can Command F and look for details, and in here we can say ML auto and M right auto. This should be nicely in the middle. Just go class TC, that'll bring everything in the center, and then the footer we also need to do class of TC. Okay, so that has also brought that in the center. So we're back in Figma, and we're going to export this logo. So you just select it, make sure it's SVG, export. I'm just going to quickly go into here and then just save it. And then the way you can do this is we can actually go Command A, Command C, go to index, and let's Command F for logo. Okay, so let's get the browser back in. So let's paste that. Okay, great, that's there. We need it to be here as well, so we're gonna bring that in as well. There we are. And then one thing here is we need to have a bit of gap here. Think of doing it in inline, because we can create a separate utility class, but because it's a simple landing page, we got more control this way. Here you can even bring in the variables, so space large, and that is pretty cool. If you're finding value in this video, please hit the like button. And I'm going to say style background color aquamarine. Okay, so that is pretty strong, but now you're going to see the nice thing about separating these out. And if I go to, let's say we go to FAQ, we go to style background color, let's say beige, and you can see how nice the spacing is. I think the H3s could be bigger. So again, I'll just go to my H3 and I'm going to say, ooh, if we say extra large, it's going to be pretty big. But that's fine, because that's what we want. We want them to be contrasting. But then we want the paragraph after the H3s to be pretty big as well, because they are like an intro text. So the way we do that is we do H3, P next to that. We want the font size to be large. Nice. So there you go. So that's made that large. And is that too large? Right? So we can say medium. There's a nice thing about having variables. Okay, I don't think we have a medium. We do. Ah, forgot to put in the rem. So if we put in the rem, very important to put in the rems. So there we go. So now the hierarchy is a lot clearer. We're just going to put in comments. So FAQ. So we know in the FAQ section. Here and say section. We need to give them a position of relative. So if I go to index, now we can keep it like this, okay, but if you want to save a bit of space, then, and we're going to follow our design concept, we're going to start bringing these up. So we're going to go to iMac, and in here we're just going to play around. So we can say margin top, this is when we use negative margin, 20 rems. Okay, so that is pretty nice. So now we brought it up. Now it feels like you've got stuff to see below the fold. How it works, we need to bring that up as well. So if we go down to how it works, we then go to style, margin top minus 20 rems. Okay, so that's gone up, but this doesn't have any background. So I'm going to give it a background color of white. So now it's gone above. We could probably bring this up a bit more. So I'm going to go down. Let's say 40 rems. Okay, so I think that is pretty good.